All right, hello, welcome back. Welcome back to our training. Now that we've done invoices, we have done credit notes, let's look at the next step in the process, which is what? Receiving payment. Those that we took on credit. So we have now received their payment, or they have paid money to our bank account. I now want to recognize so that it can reduce our receivables and go to our what? Our cash or bank balance. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do now? There are different ways you can go about it. One, but the fastest and best, like I said, it depends on how you set up your bank. Remember that we did our manually because this is just for the sake of trading. But there's no way I can link it up with any bank account. But if you are using it live or you are using it wherever you are working, okay, most likely it's possible they will link it up. Or like I said, you can also import your bank statement periodically. Maybe you want to do it batch, you can batch it up weekly, monthly, and then reconcile those transactions. But if you let's assume that I want to do it manually, which you want to do in this training. So what do? We come to this Zenith Bank current account. I'll click on this. Okay, this are three dots at the far right hand corner. Okay, so I'll now click on what? Now you can see that new, you can import file. That's why I told you that you can import your bank statement into what? Into the ERP system, and then from there you can start categorizing and reconciling. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a manual. So we receive the customer payment. That's what we want to do. So you can see that for receive payment, draft payment is telling me that the payment time, am I sending money or receiving money? Of course, we are receiving money. Then from which customers? I will pick what? Adelabu. How much? Remember I bought cost 75,250 inclusive of the words of the VAT. So he paid those 75,250. Okay, so that's that. So he has paid the amount. The date he paid is this, and then the journal is going to debit our Zenith Bank and credit we're supposed to credit. Okay, and this is the bank account he came in into. So what do I do next? I click on what? Confirm. Okay. All right, so it has confirmed, Abi. Okay, so let's click on mark as sent. Okay, so that means we have done that. Okay, so what we're going to do is now let's go back to our invoices. Now let's go and check. Okay, so you can see that these are still not reflected even though the money has been recognized. That's the thing with this particular software. Is a bit more, the workflow is a bit longer, although the designers or those that are actually worked or designed the software said they did it so that it can be transparent. You have to go to your receivables and be receiving those payments and reconcile. So let's go. So what we're going to do, so you can see that it's still posted there. It's not saying the person has paid. Okay, and we have done. So let's go. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to our dashboard. Okay, no, sorry, we are going to come to accounting, not that body style around. Another accounting, you will see reconcile. So you click on reconcile. So it's going to ask us, what are we trying to reconcile? I'm coming. So we're trying to reconcile our what? Account receivables. Okay. I want to see the breakdown of the receivables. I'm coming. Okay. Sorry, give me a minute. Accounting. I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming. Let's go back to our bank because it's possible this has reflected. Let's see. Coming. All right. So here, click on those three buttons. Okay. Then we click on. Let's click on reconciliation. Okay. Let's view payments. Okay. Minute. All right. So it's loading. I want to show you where you are going to reconcile those transactions. Okay. So you can know that that has been done. Okay. All right. So you can see the 75 to 50 said it has been paid, right? Let's click on it. Okay. So it has been paid. Oh, it has been reconciled automatically. Great. That's what I wanted to show you. So you can see that this has been reconciled what? Automatically. So that means that it has gone. So let's go to our trial balance now. Let's go and see report. Let's see our trial balance. Okay. All right, so you can see under our trial balance, you can see that product sales, we have bank suspense account 4,750. You have your this account 225, account receivable this. You can see a credit amount on your account receivable, which is the payment we received, and the then tax received. You can see the debit and credit, product sales. Okay, all right, great. I'm coming. All right, let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, let's do another one. I want to show you how you can reconcile. You know that one, I just received payment because I know where it's coming from. Let's just say I want to recognize a transaction in the bank and I want to link it to somebody that paid. Okay, all right, so coming. So let's have this one coming. So coming. Where are you? Give me a minute. You see the configuration. Yes, Zenith Bank, cash gain. Yeah, this is correct. All right. Okay, great. So yeah, so I've gotten out a bit to remember now. So what you do is, so if you want to receive, so instead of that thing, I'll just click on this. I'll click on the Zenith Bank itself. Okay. So once I click on the Zenith Bank, it will tell me that there's no transaction. So I'll click on I want to do a new transaction. Okay. So it's going to ask me what's the transaction for. So I'll say money received from Adelabu. Money received from Adelabu. Okay, Adelabu. Okay, then at the partner, who did I receive from? I received from Adelabu. How much? Let's say he paid 200,000 naira. Okay, 200,000 naira. That example, I want to use it to show you something. So you can see that yes, that has been received. So what we are going to do is that in front of the amount, you now see what? Reconcile. So you click on that reconcile. Okay, and it will take us to this place. Now, look at it. Now, this 75,250. Okay, all right. Adelabu. Okay, this has been done. Okay, so I have some other outstanding invoice for him. Do you understand? So I know that I have 200,000 here. He's asking me that in this 200,000, which one did he pay for? So let's say I click on this, that he paid this. You see that immediately I clicked on it, it is showing 272. Why? Because I've received this payment. You can see that is the way it is written is not like other ones. Do you understand? Now let me click on this. You will see the difference now. Let me click on this. You can see that my balance is now 25 what? 750. Okay, I don't want to click on that because that's more than what I received. So I have 200. You can see that if I click this, okay, all right, give me a minute, please. All right, let's continue. So you see that once I click this 75 to, that means out of what he has paid, I've already categorized that is remaining what? Is remaining 124,750. So let's say that this I want to also select it that he also paid for this. Each time I'm selecting one, it's going to cancel that in our what? Our books that the person has paid that. Do you understand? And you see that it has still not yet fully exhausted it. We still have 119,500. Remember, I just said so I just entered 200,000 just to show you that you can also allocate whatever, because there are times that you can pay and clear some and still leave some. So you can allocate like that. Or if you just pays what is owing, it's just like the 75,250 we did the other time. We can do that. So I can just select these two, and then what? That means that you will see. So that means I've reconciled this what? I've reconciled these two. You can see that it has it's the only one that is not left is what? 5 to be reconciled. So let's go back to our trial balance and you will see where's my trial balance. Okay, normally I should be tracking my receivable. You can see that my receivable has reduced. It's now what? 2,730,000 what? 500. Okay, all right. So and you can see my so then this account, there's any bank current account, you can see that the 200,000 naira has now entered because I've entered it as a new transaction. So most times it's better to enter, if you are doing it manually, enter it this way. Enter it as a new transaction, then now go and reconcile it with others. Do you understand? So I'll still do the part of payment so you can see how that actually works. All right. Thank you.